Before we get into the mood, since we're talking about moaning, how about let's try the Go Slow ice cream. We have Go Slow ice cream here. Go Slow is available in every supermarket. It is absolutely delicious. You can find it everywhere. I hope Gifty got my flavor. My personal flavor is the cookies and cream, but they also have almond. They have chocolate. What flavor do you have?
Let's see. I think I got the chocolate.
You got the chocolate. Yeah, the chocolate is nice too. But the cookies and
mine
cream.
is peanut butter.
Ooh, that is nice too, especially as a late night snack. And you know, when you want to get into the moaning, trust me, Go Slow is the right way to go. Now, Ransford, let's start with you.
Oh, really?
Yes, of course.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you know what? Should we let Madam AMC go first?
No, with me.
With you, okay. See, I know you like all the attention, you know? Every time Ransford is here, he loves attention, so that's why I'm going to start with you. What is moaning?
Okay. Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here once again, looking at how gorgeous you are.
Thank you.
I'm already moaning in my mind. So, moaning is just an audible sound that you create physiologically when you are touched right or you engage in a sex activity, you know. So, there is a science to it. It begins from your limbic system, your mind. And if your nervous system really likes what is about to happen, then you are more relaxed to be touched in a manner or to be rocked or to be smooched or to be sexed in a manner that is your call and not the person's call. Because there is two different sides to it, and they all begins with the letter P. It's either painful or pleasuring. So you could either moan in pain or moan in pleasure. And sometimes people associate pain with pleasure, so there is a little confusion over it. But as we get into it, I think that we'll make it clear to our viewers.
Yeah, we're definitely going to get more into it. And what about you, Miss AMC?
Yeah, good evening, wonderful viewers. It's a pleasure to be here once again. You see, lovemaking is an art. And it's body, soul, and mind. So, like he said, it's the two P's, pain or pleasure.
Yeah.
And then both of you must focus on what you're doing, and you must be sharp to the sound and the move of your partner. It could be Edo.
Madam AMC, you beat me right to it, because the next thing I was going to ask you is, what are the sounds during sex? Okay, so I think you. So let's talk about some of those sounds. So as you
yes, I said it could be. You know, she's really enjoying.
Okay.
No, don't. I don't know. And then, you know, she will be pulling backwards.
Okay.
You should immediately know that it's pain.
Okay.
Or she's not liking where you're eating. You're not eating the right place.
Okay. So you don't think that the pain can be pleasurable?
No, pains are not pleasure.
Okay.
No, a pain is a pain.
Yes,
we have something we call a sweet pain.
Yes.
Okay.
You see, that one, she will tell you, but don't stop it, baby. No, so take your time. Yeah, you know, she will be, you know, ordering you and then telling you how you should make it.
Okay.
But don't stop the pain, you know.
Yeah,
you have to stop and, baby, if you are this, you be that.
Yeah,
because you scream.
It will kill the vibe.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And what about you? What are some of the sounds that you would describe during sex?
Do men have?
Okay, sounds very, very, you know, inspiring. And some of the sounds that I hear is, oh, Ransford.
Listen, I always love when Ransford is on the show, because once Ransford is on the show, you know, it becomes like the Ransford show. It is all about him. So are you sure that your wife always says, oh, Ransford?
Who said my wife? I mean, it's,
because you have a ring on your finger?
No, it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm a married man, but I'm very promiscuous.
Okay.
And I'm not shy to say
I think our viewers know that. You said that before. They know.
It don't be bad, maybe. So, some people like to express themselves, and I like it when they mention my name.
Okay.
I don't ask what.
That's what you like, but typically, is that what you get?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was coming to the many
Okay.
other kinds, Ransford me home.
Oh, that's what I'm coming.
Oh, I'm coming.
I'm coming.
Okay, Mihumba. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
I'll let you land and then
No,
I'll.
I don't want to go into it because it's just the starting.
oh,
But I
really?
want to know, what are some of the sounds you make during
Oh, fuck.
intercourse?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, we're on TV, Ransford.
Oh, but it's
but
10 plus,
you asked
right?
him
Like,
to do it, so
10 p.m. plus, right?
yes.
Yeah,
So that's what you like to say.
yeah, I like the F word,
Okay.
damn, and all those nasty words, but it depends on how I'm feeling.
Okay.
I actually don't like BJs,
Okay.
I know it didn't go there. So I like it when I'm rocking you and like, especially the second coming and then the third coming, if I have
Okay.
that strength to elongate the play.
Okay, so you never hear screams like, ah.
No, for me, I'm a smooth, lover.
Okay.
So I make sure that the audible is genuine and it's nice. I don't want faking. So especially when I maybe perform a yoni massage on maybe someone else, then I take them to the intensity of where they would have to scream because pleasure heightens up. The more orgasm you get, the better the sounds.
That's
you
right.
understand?
Okay.
Yeah. So it gets to a point in time where the first and the second coming aren't enough to maybe evoke that pleasure where you would have to scream.
Okay.
So it is only in manual or mutual stimulations where you are actually using your fingers or probably a vibrator, and then you go faster like that, and then you get them to sweat and to scream that loud, So
Okay. So would you say that moaning is normal like every time you have sex?
I don't even know why people want to associate abnormality and normality to moaning. Moaning is an inborn thing, right? Unless you're faking it for a service or maybe a certain return. If you're really enjoying it and you are in the mix, right? No one will tell you to moan, okay? And I mean, I don't know anyone who moaned and then they had to mic it. So definitely if you are in the four walls of a room and you're having sex and you're suppressing it just because you don't want someone to hear you, you are doing yourself a very great displeasure because at the end of the day, your partner may think that you are timid. As a minita will be in a you see. So if he goes out to find someone who is audible and expresses themselves, he's keeping to that lady. You get it? Wives must really let us know and then revere us when we're making them enjoy pleasure. Pleasure is the ultimate relaxation that comes to anyone who is stressed and depressed. So when we have the time to make love, let us all be into it. Express ourselves. I mean, don't scream that loud, but let me know that you are into it. It makes the ooh, ah sounds. Say the words that makes me feel like I'm all that, even though maybe I might be, inadequate in that time. I mean, how long does it take a woman to come? There are the many pleasures, the clitoral, the G-spot. At least one should be attained. The G-spot orgasm should be attained or the clitoral orgasm. So definitely, if I know you are coming and you're suppressing it, then it looks like you don't really want to appreciate what I'm doing or my efforts.
I like the point that you're getting. So I'd like to ask Ms. AMZ, would you say that moaning and the sounds make the sex more pleasurable?
Oh yes, it empowers both of you and the man especially for him to know that right, I'm doing it right. She's liking it, so let me put my all. All right. In fact, it is good to mourn.
Okay.
All right, and you just don't start mourning just because you just started.
No.
No more it enters. No, it's stages.
Yeah.
And it's gradual process.
Yeah.
And it's
Goes up.
oh yes.
It goes,
Do it. Don't. You, what's wrong with you? Are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm actually enjoying those morning sounds that you're making, and I'm learning something.
Great.
And I'm
So,
learning something.
It's good for you to move.
Yeah. I had a conversation with a few girls before I came on, and they even spoke about how they like it when their partners, when the males also moan, or when the males also talk during sex. That it also it gingers them up. You know, makes them like, hey, you know, I got the good stuff.
See, people think that men don't moan. We do.
Oh, they do, but it's horrible.
What does it sound like? What does it sound like, Miss AMZ?
Like a lion roaring.
No, roaring is part.
I know, right?
You know, grunting is part, groaning is part. There are so many words you can create, and sometimes how natural you feel makes you create them without knowing. I mean, it doesn't have to be like Kitty sang it, so you are repeating it in your act, right? You are creating it.
That's right.
You are in the moment. So there are some sounds that you never hear it from anyone. I mean, I quite remember a certain lady I made out with, right? And she was purring like a cat. I mean, she's coming and she's purring.
Yeah.
I don't know if people make sounds. And,
yeah, they do.
And it makes you feel good, you know. You would never hear this anywhere. The oohs and the ahs are common, but when someone is coming and then they
no, you would, you know.
No, you don't know.
Who can then is okay. If I wanted to touch on, I mean,
men moaning.
No.
Okay.
You know, enjoying your partner and then mentioning of names.
Oh, okay.
You got to be sure of what you want to say.
Okay.
Yes.
Because there's some things that you can say that can turn the person off.
If you're not lucky.
Yes.
If he's Kojo and you go and say Kwame.
Matter of fact, I don't know why some men can act funny when their names are mentioned wrongly. Okay, because if you know the phases in orgasming, right? Sometimes you wouldn't know what you say, you know. So it may not be that the lady might want to rub that in your face by mentioning another person's name. As long as you are on the,
there have been a lot of problems of that.
Oh yes,
the guy would tell you see somebody else.
I would have to disagree with that because the automatic thing that would come in anybody's head is this person calling me this name because this is how that other person does it?
Okay. Do you know how many women I met in my life before my wife?
You say you are very promiscuous, so I'm sure you've met a lot.
It's not that. It's not after. I'm saying before.
Okay.
Before you met your husband, chances are that you may have had some coitus. It's intercourse,
right.
outer courses. You know, so in mentioning someone else's name, even if it's not your partner, it's just communication. Find out why.
Me is an advice I want to give everybody because it brings huge quarrel that things fall apart. Yeah. Okay. So just keep to your and ah.
No, listen.
You see, that is the interesting thing about when it comes to intimate moments. When it comes to intimate moments, different people like different things. They like being touched in different ways, and they also make different sounds. But you know what? Let's check out some of these Facebook comments. I know there are a lot of comments. Are you going to put it up on the screen? Okay, so we have Alice Anko, who's saying, these are guy GH men. They always want to hide emotions in the name of being men. Now I have to ask you this because you are the male on the show.
I am.
Is this true? Do the men hide emotions and moaning during intercourse?
I don't think they hide, but you see, sometimes we have expectations, you know. That is why we keep trying until we find what we want. If you are able to evoke a certain emotion, let's say moaning from a certain man, then you have to keep up your work because you might have touched his nerves enough for him to say the oohs and the ahs.
Why do you have to flip it back on the woman?
It's not flipping.
You are flipping it back. All she's saying is that a lot of GH men like to hide their emotions.
Okay, so there are other lots that do not hide their emotions.
Some do, of course, with everything.
I wouldn't hide it.
You wouldn't hide it.
Let her hit me up.
Okay.
They are being selfish. You see, sex must be enjoyed. Both of you got to enjoy it. But there have been a lot of complaints that, with my partner, by the time I realize is that I'm okay.
You see, what You know what? I'll hold on to that thought for a second.
Okay.
I want everyone to know that we are checking the Facebook. Keep commenting, keep watching. I'm going to go back and I'm going to read more comments. So stay with us, okay? Now, to what you said, I do think that maybe it's also part of our culture, isn't it? As in, sex is not a discussed topic
At all.
At all. You know, I mean, when I posted this on my social media that I would be, you know, hosting this show tonight, the type of comments and messages I was getting, it was very like, you know, it's like everyone pretends or acts like they don't have sex, but it's because of sex that we are here. Sex is a good thing. It is healthy. We encourage it. It is good for the system. It is good for the body. It is good for a relationship. It helps you know more about it even more than I do because you're a pleasure professional. You know, so we don't need to hide. You just need to make sure that you're having sex when you're married. Right?
Funny enough,
That's right.
Funny enough, right? You don't hear anybody have sex in a shared compound houses or penthouses or whatever. But then you see a pregnant woman, you know.
So that goes back to earlier what you were saying.
They get surprised. Hey, so this woman too.
So you know what? Let's read this message.
Okay.
We have a message from Mel Q Gibbs. My partner is the craziest. Her moaning boasts my energy.
Ooh.
Okay, so you know it looks like we were right about what we were saying
Yeah.
about that, the moaning boosting the energy.
Yes.
But back to what you were saying about the compound house. Earlier, you made a statement that, you know, when people are having sex and they don't moan and, you know, they don't express how they feel, then they are suppressing themselves and they're not enjoying it.
Yes.
So that goes back to the whole culture thing where you're living in a compound house or you're living with your parents and you can't have the type of sex or enjoy it. You know, so that goes back to what the girl is saying, that
you see,
the GH men hide.
I want to debunk that session that every day we won't go back to like our culture and say, oh, that is how we were raised. So,
But you know what? That is why Duvet.
Of
That
course.
is why we have a show like Duvet. That is why Duvet is here to enlighten you, to educate you, and also to have fun.
Today being 05/05/22, sister, who do you know, it's not as if you live 10 years after and say, oh, it's our culture. I mean, so what is the real learning and then the reframing of your mind and the real mindset and all? Just enjoy yourself. It's pleasure coming from your system. At the end of the day, if you suppress it, you know, depression is overtaking every ailment in the world. And pleasure heals or overcomes depression. So why are you stressing yourself even in the sex act? Sister, everybody knows the benefit of orgasm, right? But the journey to get there, there's so much drama.
That is why it is important to have safe sex, have sex with your partner so that your partner can know about your body, know what you like. But it looks like we have more comments.
Oh, really?
We have one from Gladys Tinkbaki. Oops, I'm loving this, but the fact is that most of our guys don't moan or do anything to show they're also enjoying the act. And I wish to know their reasons. So look, guys out there, wait, pause for a second, Ransford. Guys out there that are watching, you know, looks like the ladies have a lot to say about the Ghanaian men. So I need you guys to stay in the comments, watch the show, and comment back. Okay, now back to you, Ransford.
I'm going to be a case study for a lot of women that are watching to debunk the assertion that men don't moan. We moan, especially you can start with me and see. The way I moan and you cry, I'll be surprised.
Let me hear the sound. How do you do it?
Oh, baby.
Oh, he's now singing.
Wow, that sounds like someone who's having a lot of fun.
When you're diabetic and you have high blood pressure, sometimes I say, whom you need to so.
Okay, Ransford, hold on. This comment is very interesting. Ahmed Adele Simmons says, the best moment that empowers us is when she tells you, please take it easy. I belong to you. Okay, so Ahmed, you know, maybe Ahmed moans. Maybe Ahmed is not part of the guys that hide their feelings. Let's scroll up. Let's see. We have another comment from Yaha. Okay, we have more comments coming, guys. Keep the comments coming. So those are the type of sounds you make. But would you say that, are you embarrassed? Or do you think that sometimes people are embarrassed when, let me throw this at my Miss AMC. Would you say that people are sometimes embarrassed maybe to make those sounds?
I don't think so, because you're enjoying your partner and you're expressing your feeling.
Yeah.
You know, some would do more, especially the men, but they will really actually squeeze you and, you know, you say, hey, Ube, come here, you're going to kill me, take it easy. You see, that's why they take it easy, that I'm your own. You don't want to kill me.
Yeah.
So what are you going to eat? There are a lot of words that comes out when you are making love.
Yes.
You see, then you have to make it. And it must be enjoyed.
Exactly.
So if you don't moan and express yourself, someone says, I'm really enjoying, hit me. Just hit me, tell you, slap me, do this.
Yeah, spank me and all that.
Okay, so now spank me and all of that. Would you say that does it help heighten your partner's orgasm when you're saying and those things?
Of course, but you should know your partner to know what you're doing. Otherwise, if you spank her and she doesn't like it, it's going to be a turn off straight away. So that being said, communication is key. You find out exactly what your partner wants. These are not things you want to hide. Me bought when you bedroom home.
So you know before
so
you start.
You know before you start. How do you like yours, though?
Oh, I don't partake in such activities.
Okay, so the reason why a lot of
Hold
women.
on a second. It looks like we have a thought.
Okay.
Yeah, Yaha Mijin Ramat says, what could it mean when you're having sex with your wife and she's always mute? Is it that I'm not doing it the right way?
No, you could be doing it the right way. Matter of fact,
Hold on a
this
second.
not
I
a good
would
question.
like Miss AMZ to answer that.
Okay. Sometimes it's shyness. That is where I started the sex education on radio and then television in the year 2000.
Wow.
You see, they keep quiet. So you, the man, the husband, wouldn't know whether you're hurting her. Is she liking it? What's happening? So you're not able to flow on her.
Yeah.
You see? You're not able to relax and then...
I bet you're right. When you started, they were saying our culture, and 22 years down the line, they're still saying our culture, right? So at what point would we say that, civilization has come to us? We have the advent of like social media in our hands, and then we can read and understand certain things that were not taught in schools. Matter of fact, actually, when the president wanted to have sex education in schools, the reverend ministers and churches say that, I want you to move, nobody wants to learn about sex.
It's bad.
But you know what, Bradford?
Yeah.
I really want you to hold that thought about learning about sex. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. And when we come back, I just might tell you about my married spicy life. So trust me, stay with us.
Fortune rice. It needs just a little water. The grains don't stick, and the aroma and taste are delicious. Fortune rice, always on point, just like mom.
Now introducing Fortune Emupa, your tasty Ghana rice for all your rice meals.
This advert is FDA approved.
Excuse me, please hurry up. I don't have enough time.
Hello.
Driver, you don't have an AC in your car. Your tire is bad and you are here chilling. I'll bet you Polish.
I got a message for you.
Madam, one more.
Belcast is perfect for you. Refreshing.
Feel the refreshing taste of Bell Fruit Cocktail in a can this festive season with a blend of fruit extracts and flavors that hit just right. It will always do the magic on a hot steaming day.
Thanks. Who said it's for you? It's for Bell Fruit Cocktail. It costs so rough.
Tell you.
Bell Fruit Cocktail is on point.
Bell Cans, refresh in style. Another quality product from Bell Aqua. This advert is FDA approved.
Bell Cans are now available on Jumia Ghana.
Kiss me, baby. It's me in the night, it's me in the day, it's me anyway.
New strawberry flavor, same kiss.
Kiss me, baby.
New strawberry kiss condom. Oh dear, kiss no keke.
Baby. Kiss me, baby.
This advertisement is FDA approved.
Kiss me, baby.
Fortune rice. It needs just a little water. The greenstone stick and the aroma and taste are delicious. Fortune rice, always on point, just like mom.
Now introducing Fortune Emopa, your tasty Ghana rice for all your rice meals.
This advert is FDA approved.
Black is bright. Black is bold. Black is gold. Black shines bright.
Welcome back to Duvet. I'm your host, Yazzie Sangari, and I'm here with Ransford Afari, who is a pleasure massage therapist, as well as Miss AMZ, media personality, and you already know what she's all about. You know, she is amazing, phenomenal woman. Now, since we're back, guys, and we're talking about this juicy, spicy topic, you know, this is a good time to be alive. We're here, we're enjoying ourselves.
Yeah.
Why not let's indulge this Go Slow ice cream? You know, it would definitely help us get more in the mood. And I would advise my viewers out there too, when you want to get in the mood, you know, if you feel sad, you're not having a good day, trust me, Go Slow will immediately brighten up your day. As well as you could also use it, you know, for the fun time when you're with your partner and you're getting it on and you're getting it groovy.
It's really enjoyed with kissing, you know.
Not just kissing, you know, also with a lot of other things. Ransford, can you?
You know, when I'm in the mood, I'm getting a menage a trois, right?
Exactly, right? So I have my favorite flavor here. You know, thanks to my producer, Gifty, who knows my favorite flavor, the cookies and cream. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I always have it in the middle of the night. So good. Can you see it? And you taste the crunch in it. I love it. I love it, love it, love it.
Oh, baby.
Now, let's check out these comments. We have a comment, Wonder Kinazi, who says, what? Mentioning another person's name and you want me to take it as communication alone? Moaning loudly and someone passing? You see? What do you have to say about that?
You got to mind your business. You have to mind your business. Right? Husband and wife in the room enjoying and saying, Tobu, oh, come on, take it easy. I'm enjoying it. And you want to be there behind the window. That's not your business. Now, we want to tell people that sex education has come a very long, long way. So we should stop blaming it to a tradition. It's a big hypocrisy of yourself. That's, I'm the great man of God's daughter. So you should, the moment you're married, you break the ice. Sex must be enjoyed. All right? So tell your partner, I haven't done that much. So please educate me.
Okay.
All right? The husband can tell the wife, and the wife can also tell the husband about it. That I'm not too good. I don't know too much about lovemaking. So I want you to take me to school.
So now what about a partner, right, that maybe finds noise making to be a turn off? What do you do?
You have to educate each person. Like, why should it be a turn off?
Well, I mean, I think I have friends that have said to me in the past that, you know, there's some guys that, not necessarily that's a turn off, sometimes the moaning becomes too much for them and it makes them ejaculate quicker.
They have issues with themselves.
No.
There's not a sound.
It's what that helps you.
Okay,
helps you. So when you're making love, you need to be communicating to each other. Call me, make it slow. I really want us to do this for good 1 hour. So take it easy. That is when you want to direct each other. When you're about to say, okay, wait, let me get it, go slow ice cream. Let me go and bring something from the freezer. Let me go and do this. So anytime he or she comes back, you are starting afresh. So you can enjoy lovemaking for an hour.
Yeah.
It's not that you putting it, in and out. No. The entire body must enjoy.
Yes.
Okay.
Lovemaking is a woman's thing. I mean, matter of fact, it's the woman that is supposed to control it, because if you leave it to us, we will come and go as it may, right? So there should be some sex positions that if the woman, is confident enough, can maybe ask the man that, although another mamindi kind, so I mean, like, follow my lead. So why don't you rather lay down and let me sit on you? When I sit on you, probably do the cowgirl. That is me having sex the way I want you to bang me. It's not the faster. No. Then when you sit on him, then you are able to control your trusting. So whilst you grind on him, he is not in control, because as he lays down, he is just keeping his erection in a manner that...
Oh, but you need to move.
No,
you
he will move, but he will be limited.
Rock the boat.
That's right.
Yes, but he will be limited.
Okay.
He can't actually do what he could if he puts you on the edge. On the edge where he goes like
That's
that.
Right.
So if you are in control as a woman, you control the pace. So the man wouldn't come as fast as he would have if he was in charge. So you continue to grind and slow down. You let the I said home bounce and then watching.
That's right.
Because you are monitoring his breathing and So every woman should actually know how to make love. If you know, then you be in control. And if you are in control, then you make sex more appreciable in the home. Because if a woman does not enjoy sex, that's where the depression is.
Okay.
Because men, no matter what, 2 minutes cry or to say, that 2 minutes is meaning a long time. We are okay. And then the second coming and the third coming comes when you have actually relaxed. That is why when every man sleeps after 8 hours, they have the normal erection saying that, Nyakopan, I'm got you. Sorry, you need rest. So if you're having sex within 2 hours and you cannot rest in between time, for the woman to caress you, touch you in areas where your pudendal nerve will begin to rise up, then you're not getting a second erection. No one is impotent. But, the involvement of the woman is also limited because they are always being the one offering the sex and receiving. There is the chance to say, no cultivating us, sorry, the second time. And the second erection is the ultimate. The first is just to let, the pre-cum. And then it's the second that will let the woman have the moans and groans and grunts and roars that she should. So if women are not like enjoying and making noises, it's because the men are not taking them there.
Okay.
And
they are not making themselves available. You see, after round one, you can just let me relax, clean him, tell me, hey, I'm going to prepare your favorite drink, your favorite,
Yeah.
Get
like
the go
food.
slow ice cream.
Yes. Okay, fine. So just relax. Let me go back and come.
I don't know why you like to go or move from the sex terrain, but just I get it. Some women will do that.
Yes.
But just even being around a man and then licking and teasing the nipple is even enough, because it shouldn't take a much longer time. Because when the penis go flaccid, and maybe the mind move from the actual sex, then it will be a problem for it to pick up. So just the sucking of the breast and then maybe the playing of the inner thighs, saying sweet words, revering words. I love you. I always love you. I'm never going to, that
I'm never going to. Those promises.
No.
I'm never going to what?
Go slow.
I really like both points that both of you have made.
Yes.
Ransford, you need to watch Duvet more, because Miss AMZ is so right that it is not just about the riding, that the guy can't do anything. There are a lot of different positions during riding, and we do show them here on Duvet. That's why Duvet is here. We show different. There are different ways that you can ride the guy, different things that the guy can do with his legs, do with your body, do with your arms, to make it more enjoyable. And that is why Duvet is here.
I actually told you the last time I came on this show that I don't know why man will want to learn so many sex positions. 3 or 4, you are good.
No, come on,
No.
Ransford.
Listen.
Do you know how many different nerves are in the body?
I
And
know.
so many different
I
spots.
know.
And everyone's body as well is very different.
But your partner's weight is also important.
Okay.
Because it's not.
You know what? You know what, Miss AMZ? I was going to ask you this, and it's so funny because Adams Haruna Zantosoma has asked this question. Please tell us the difference between moaning and crying, because sometimes the lady makes some noise while tears flows. And this question is straight for you, Miss AMZ.
No, let me take it before it comes to you.
Come.
Okay, so people have some depressive moments in their lives. You never know whether they were touched wrongly when they were younger. So they grow with a certain timidity, and that timidity causes a lot of frigidity. So if you are able to break that genes and hit her, make love to her to the extent where she orgasms in a manner that she has not orgasmed before, there is this tears of joy, pleasure beyond measure, and then they cry. And for me, I'm a manual therapist, and women who actually get massages to the extent to discover themselves, they come to the realization that, say me what I used to think, because I've been touched in a manner that I like, or by a professional, and now look at I mean, what friends and goosebumps and
goosebumps. I was seeing good.
I was seeing I say freedom from some things. You never know. So pelvic massage is very important. Any woman listening to me, if you can do it yourself, cool. If you can let your husband do it for you, fine. I mean, once in a while, get your fingers into the pussy, put the hands on the belly, and then let the stomach do the
That's right.
the grinding. At some point, you may get all those blocks away from your system. Because what it takes sex to destroy, it must take a very good sex to correct.
That's right. Okay.
It's not all psychology now. No. It's all,
because I had these couples that they've been married for, I think, 4.5 years or 5 years. It'd been a while. And then this man was just bold. We met at a program. And then he said, "Yeah, ready." And then they ready me that say. Then he made a sign of the cross. Yeah, ready me that say. I come and me share we. I did be hammy. Then I asked, "What is it?" He says, "Anytime after intimacy." Yeah. And this woman, after the intimacy.
Like the foreplay?
No, I mean everything has.
Oh, okay.
She'll just roll to the corner of the bed and she'll weep for 10 minutes.
Why?
And then the husband will ask, "Did I hurt you?" "No." "What else did I'm okay." So this man has to force me to ask the wife. She said the husband is the third man who come into her life as husband.
Yes.
And she never knew sex can be enjoyed this way. And she was so shy to let the man know that she's been enjoying it. So after saying Rade, Sana, yeah. So it's tears of joy.
Yeah.
So you have to gather courage and then find a way of asking your partner, what makes you cry after lovemaking?
Or even during,
during.
You can cry during lovemaking. And this is why I always recommend safe sex, and I always recommend also learning about your own body, right?
What's your thing with safe sex?
Because personally,
it's gone beyond that.
Personally, I believe that the more you have sex with one person, the better it gets.
Yes, so it's
right?
safe.
It gets more interesting. You get to know about each other's bodies, and you find out about all these amazing things that you didn't know you could do.
You've not tried with us, right?
And I won't try you.
What do you mean by that?
Variety. You see,
hold on. Let me finish. Let me land. The
Okay,
point that I'm making is, right, there's nothing wrong. Okay, let me make it clear. There's nothing wrong if you want to have sex with Kofi today and Kojo tomorrow. To each is its own, right?
It is wrong.
But what's going to happen is Kojo is gone. do you even know? Did you even like it? Maybe because you only took 2 minutes. The next day, Kofi can take 1 hour. Maybe you don't want it for 1 hour. But when you stick with one person, you learn about each other's bodies and you educate each other about what you like. It becomes amazing. I mean, I've been married, and when I was married, I used to cry during intimacy because it was so good. You know, like it can be so enjoyable that it's like.
I get that, but don't limit yourself to the varieties of like pleasures you can.
Are you saying?
But all that variety can be included. You can include sex toys, different positions, go slow, eyes. All the variety can be done with one person.
You see, when you
don't need to have that variety.
When you limit yourself to that one man thing, how would you know if it's good or bad?
Pause for a second. That is why there was a comment with someone that was talking about spiritual. But Nini, can we get that comment up? Yes. Omena Omenjo Ezawani says, would you say that lovemaking is more spiritual than physiological? Because I had an older partner who would be calling someone else's name each time we made love until she comes, and claimed she never knew she was doing that. So what about that? Like, she was calling another man's name during sex.
Okay.
And she didn't
realize that she was doing it. So is lovemaking spiritual?
I don't even know why people want to associate spiritualism to having sex.
Wow. Okay.
So it's me and you, maybe foreplay, and then insertion of my penis into your vagina. What has spirit got to do with it?
But don't we all carry different spirits with us? We're all spirits. As much as we're here physically, wouldn't you agree with that?
I may be naive in that aspect when it comes to spiritualism.
Okay.
But then, But you
see, lovemaking bonds you together, and I believe you can't say you love me and then you move on to somebody else and come back to me. Okay? One thing at a time.
I agree.
Okay?
I agree.
So let's say I'm in a relationship with Kwame for, let's say, 3 years and we broke up. I wouldn't advise anybody to immediately go in for somebody else. Sit back and check what make it. What happened? What went wrong? All right? Because believe you me, if you move, let's say about 6 men have gone through you before you found Mr. Right. Intimacy, lovemaking will become a problem.
No, it wouldn't.
It will.
It wouldn't.
It will.
Even 10 men, it wouldn't change a thing.
I do believe that. I do believe that it is a spiritual exchange as well. I do believe that. The once you make love, especially unprotected, tongue kissing, you are exchanging souls with the person.
Okay, you are trying to be stubborn in detaching yourself to something you thought was nicer. So you held on until maybe there was a disparity and you people broke up. Do you know how many ladies I met before my wife who were so sexual and I don't even remember their names?
But you remember the sex?
Oh, I remember the sex. I mean, there was this.
What sounds did you make during the sex?
Oh, I wouldn't remember because it's long, you know. You see, the thing is, people can't...
sure you don't remember their names?
Oh, okay, I remember a few names.
Correct.
Okay, let's... Yeah. Are you ready to say them?
Oh, I can mention...
Okay, so mention them.
Don't allow him to do that. They might be watching.
Mention them so that they will know that you still remember them. You know, they will...
He's married now. We don't want any trouble.
Listen, for me, I'm crazy. If I mention a name and every man that lives with such a woman... They will begin to maybe...
No, that won't happen. You can mention the name.
Don't mention.
No, but his wife understands the job.
I do,
his
but
wife understands his professionalism.
It's not
and it's
what
work.
I'm talking about is not my profession. Listen, we've all dated. I'm 46 years old, and I've been married 15 years old. Look at the number of sex I've had before my wife. Do you understand? So, those that I had sex with, so crazy. The correction should be to find out how you can receive pleasure with your current partner So that
I
if he
completely
raises,
agree. That is why
Exactly.
it is important to
It's not
get to
spiritual.
know. That is
Jimmy-
why it is important to get to know that partner and get to know that partner's body. There's a comment from Yofi Nkrumah. Where's Yofi Nkrumah's comment? There's a comment, very interesting comment. Yofi Nkrumah. There was also a comment about breast, about some of them when they're coming. Oh, actually, there's a comment that said, how would you know when you are coming? How do you know when you're coming?
The breath. The way you breathe.
breathing,
Say that again.
breathing.
Yeah, breathing. It's faster. And your movements, you know, it's just like,
And then the juices flow.
The
You know, and then typically the juices flow.
Yeah.
And then if it's going to turn into an orgasm, the juices flow more and flow harder. And if it's
and the woman will open up more, will tell you, hit deep, getting deep. You know, yes.
Oh, I like that. Give me blow. Give me blow. Give me blow. I don't
You know, get it deep. But I wish I can divide myself for you to get in there. And, you know,
And then if the
you know.
and then if the person knows your body very well, that come in turns into an orgasm, and then that orgasm turns into a squirt, right? And then that's when it really, it's like a water fountain. It's like,
I like that.
I'm sure you like that,
But if
right?
your partner do not know this, he might think you just united. And then also the baby now.
You know what, Gypsy? you know what, Gypsy? That is an interesting topic on another episode of Duvet. But for now, let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Fortune rice. It needs just a little water. The greenstone stick and the aroma and taste are delicious. Fortune rice, always on point, just like mom.
Now introducing Fortune Emopa, your tasty Ghana rice for all your rice meals.
This advert is FDA approved.
Girl, I know you miss me. I've been waiting a long time. What more can I say? Got me to do what making my day. Back in the pack and new style is on. FIESTA, come on.
Unique premium pack. Improved condom variants. Spice up the fun. This advertisement is approved by the FDA.
Bell Beverages just made 2022 a lot more exciting with a Bell Chill and Win promotion. Simply buy bottles of your favorite Bell Beverages products like Tamarinda, Bell Cooler, Puka, Big Boss, Squeeze, Breeze, Bell Malt, and more. Remove at least 20 labels, put them in an envelope with your name and contact. Drop them at any Bell Beverages depot or accredited distributor across the country. Voila! You stand a chance of winning fantastic prizes in the Bell Chill and Win monthly draws announced on TV, radio, and social media. Prizes include home furniture, appliances, hampers of Bell products, shopping vouchers, and the grand prize of a Kia Picanto in the final raffle draw. Remember, the more envelopes you drop, the more your chances of winning. Bell Chill and Win. Everyone is a winner. For more information, call 0544-335800 or 0544-335900. Follow at Bell Beverages on all social media platforms. T's and C's apply. Take note, Bell Beverages are now available on Jumia Ghana. Bell Beverages, refreshing the nation. This advert is FDA approved.
Fortune rice. It needs just a little water. The greenstone stick and the aroma and taste are delicious. Fortune rice, always on point, just like mom.
Now introducing Fortune Emopa, your tasty Ghana rice for all your rice meals.
This advert is FDA approved.
We are back and just in time for the sex position of the week. Guys, you have to make sure you try this position and let me know on social media at GHOne TV or at Yazzie Sengari how it went for you. Let's check out this sexy, juicy position right now.
Sex position of the week. Last legs. She's on the floor, resting her head and torso on a pillow. He kneels down in front of her and stimulates her vagina with his mouth and tongue. She kicks up her feet in anticipation of climax.
Listen, I love that position because it was exactly what we were talking about here. And that position is definitely bound to make you climax. You know, that is the perfect way. So guys, make sure you check it out.
Let me teach men how to actually take control of this.
Give me 1 second. Let's take our erotic word of the week. Let's check out our erotic word of the week.
Erotic word of the week: voyeurism. It is the derivation of sexual gratification from seeing the sex act, naked bodies, and genitalia of other people. Erotic word of the week: voyeurism. It is the derivation of sexual gratification from seeing the sex act, naked bodies, and genitalia of other people.
Voyeurism. I actually just learned that word for the first time today. Ransford?
This word?
Yes. No, not the word, but do you enjoy that? You know, looking at someone else having sex, or maybe someone's body part, or a naked picture. Does that give you gratification?
That doesn't turn me on one bit. For me, when you are intelligent and you strike conversations that makes me laugh, then I know that you have other skills to make me enjoy sex. But just your booty, the way the musicians go about, no.
So when you see your wife's beautiful body or her breast or her butt,
no.
Okay.
It doesn't.
And what about for you, Madam AMZ?
Like, I can see his part and I'll not be turned on unless it's my husband.
Okay, so your husband's part will turn you on. Okay,
not every time, but it depends on the position. It depends on how I've set my mind, and the environs is also part.
Yeah.
Supposing he's just lying on the bed and naked, I said, "Wow, I'll be back right now."
Now that you get that sexy lingerie
I will be
on,
back right now,
you know? I like that. Now we have Jemima Alote, who has a question. There's a question that I wanted to ask. Can we put up that question? Okay. David Efrie, okay, my man doesn't moan during sex. Easily goes off in the middle of our lovemaking and claims he's tired. This has been going on for a long while. What can I do to help him? Can I get an answer from each of you?
This is a punishment. Why do you stop in the middle of the ocean? What is it?
The boat sunk. The boat couldn't keep rocking.
Oh my goodness.
She has to take control. And then work him out. Tell him, please, don't. You see, there are so many ways in cleaning a card. So he said this when he was submitting, that when you know your man, you see, we need to take time to know each other. The person's strength in love making. It's not every man that can go 20 minutes. No. But some can go 5 minutes and you be so good. You enjoy and like it. And that's where, and that's but it was just some few, minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But sometimes your husband comes home or your wife comes home and you can see the person is tired and you are demanding. You want it. In the middle, you let you know, yes, indeed, I'm tired. All right. So when it comes to intimacy or love making, let's be truthful to ourselves. Sweetheart, is it every time in and out? Your hands are there.
Yeah.
There should be massages. Your foot are there. There should be something.
Yeah.
All right? To satisfy each other. Just kiss it. the upper lip alone, if you really know how to kiss, you can just kiss the upper lip for him or her to just relax and sleep deep.
Okay. What about you, Rashford? What do you have to say to her?
Yeah.
What did you say?
Kissing is my favorite.
Okay.
Not actually the trussing.
Yeah.
So I wanted to mention about, say something about the sex position, right?
Okay, sure.
Yeah, we're talking about sounds, and usually when a man is erected, they want to penetrate. I mean, even after the penetration and you come 2 minutes, 3 minutes, give or take, learn how to lick after that too as well. You know, people are so, everything must be clean for them. Sex itself is a clean act. I mean, we are sexual beings, okay? So even if you want to do that as a foreplay and you lower your heads to lick a woman, make sure you are able to jerk their legs in a manner that a bit put in a basar.
That's right.
And then you tongue fuck by way of hardening your tongue, okay? The G-spots, I want every man to learn how to thrust their tongue in the vagina just so it may be able to hit the G-spot. If it does that, the way she would moan and sigh or scream, you have no idea.
Wow.
You see, what maybe the fingers and your penis will do and the pleasure it will evoke, I mean, you can't get that from the tongue, because
It's
the more
totally different.
the more softer the body part is, the more pleasuring it is.
Okay.
So it's not how hard, it's how soft you play around those labias, majora, minora, the clits, and then you make sure that 2 inches deep, at least, if you use the position I'm trying to let, that's what Jackie Nine is.
Wow.
That it's the sex position that we had.
Yes. The sex position is licking, right? But
it wasn't just licking. It was licking where she also puts her legs up. You know, it's a whole process.
Yes. So in elevating it up to the extent, say, uncle, or you're flexible, I can no cocono.
But you know what? Even if she's lying straight with her legs open, it depends on how you lick. She will start lifting her legs up.
Yes.
She will start opening for you to get in deep.
Yes.
So the business is yours to do it well.
Exactly. That is why there is direction on how a woman like to be pleasured. You know, that is why I keep saying sex is for the woman. That's what we do that to release stress, you know. But for a woman to actually heal from her depressive moods and swings, and you know, you are all hormonal. A man, all we care is like it was able to. But a woman's depression is like off the roof, right? Okay. Because you are hormonal. It has to balance all the time. If it's not right, you can actually use, you know, the kissing, the touching, the hugging, the sex, you know, the gifting and everything, the sweet words to correct, and then you may have hormonal balances. But when you're having sex, if the defect is that my husband wouldn't be able to go the distance, at least foreplay must be on point. And insist.
Yes.
Insist that at least he lowers his head and give you that pleasure.
I love how you said that, because the question that the girl asked, my advice with her would be, the first thing is you need to have a conversation with your husband. And maybe sometimes it can even be from medication. Sometimes there's certain medications that cause you to have a low sex drive, or maybe he's not enjoying it. You can also try new things, try new positions, try bringing sex toys, try doing lingerie, doing more foreplay. But without speaking to him, there's no way that you're actually really going to find out what you can do to make it better. So there is a way. You don't have to necessarily say you're not enjoying the sex. There's a way you can just say, let's spice it up. Let's play a game.
Yes.
You can even play, they have card games. They have different sex games that you can play.
Maybe we have to discuss sex games.
Yeah.
Because sex games leads to foreplay.
Yes.
And the more we play, the better we bond.
That's
and
right.
then, you know, you can do stuff.
And
but
just like
my advice to a lot of women watching us is that gone are those days where you are like timid in bed and always giving and then letting the man please himself and then leave. This time, be in the mood, be in the act, make noise, direct the man.
You see, I love exactly what you're saying. That is why I'm saying that it is good to have stable partners, right? Do you know what I'm listen? Because if you're going to have sex, you have to enjoy it. Whether you're a male or female, whatever you want to classify yourself as, you have to enjoy it. It makes no sense for you to go and have sex and waste your time.
No.
You know?
Just
So if
go
you're
and
having it with different random people, there are times that you might just get mad. Man, I just wasted that sex. Like, I just wasted my time. Like, I want that sex back. But if you're doing it with one stable person, you get to learn about each other. And trust me, it can be so amazing that every single time it's like having sex with a different person. It's about having that conversation, being open-minded, having that conversation. Or like, look, babe, I just bought these handcuffs. I just bought this lingerie. I just bought this robe. I'm just speaking in general on what I learned for Duvet. There are ways to surprise him using the go slow, using eyes, and you'd be surprised that I'm telling you, sex with the same person can be amazing.
Very
super
amazing.
Duper. You cry tears.
But
tears of joy.
But you see, look at Ghana, for instance, right? Majority of us are Christians. And when you look at the divorce statistics, you marvel. Over 1 million people are breaking up, albeit maybe some other reasons. But if half of these reasons are sexual, then we have a lot of work to do.
Oh, we have work to do. Half of it is sexual.
Oh, okay. I don't
Let me
know.
tell you.
I can't. For me, I can't understand why a woman will have a vagina and still be depressed and not enjoy life and then
Some
leave.
are not keeping themselves clean and neat. And some are not smart. When it gets to intimacy, their 5 senses are not working.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
You see, you don't have to be dull.
Yeah.
If your wife is always sharp when it comes to intimacy, you the man will enjoy.
Yeah.
You want to get home early because she's going to tell you, and then fear you ba. When we can wait, maybe sure. Say it back with you.
Yes.
When she put this into your mind, you want to come home early. And then she pulls you from the gate or the garage by your tie. She undresses you, get a warm towel. She clean those important places. Do a quickie before she gets you a glass of juice.
Oh, mama.
Listen, Madam AMZ is proven that she has been in this business since the 2000s.
You got to let your man know that you know what you're about. You are a woman. And you need to push him to like you.
And as we have discussed here on Duvet before, foreplay, actually, that's exactly how it starts. It starts through the phone. It starts through text messaging. It's not just he got home and you start kissing him.
No.
It's just sending a random message.
No, put it while he's leaving. You look so lovely. Sweetheart, tonight is my time.
Those compliments should be every day.
I know,
it's getting
right?
hot in here.
Yes.
It should be every day.
Yes.
Okay, let me tell you. It's not always the case that I have regular sex with my wife. But the kissing on the cheek, the tapping of her back and her ass and stuff like that, the hugging and before she goes to work and come. Those things are the normal thing you do on a regular basis.
Every second.
Yes, because you are together. If you are together in the room for God knows how long, what do you say and what do you do?
Listen, it's getting very hot in here. Let's cool down a little bit. How about we take the phone calls? We have some phone callers. Let's see what the viewers have to say about our topic. Do we have any callers on the line? The number is on the screen. The number is right there on the screen. Just dial the number, call us. We have people ready to pick up and tell us what you think about the topic. What do you think about moaning? Does moaning make or break sex? Do you like moaning? Do you enjoy moaning? Does it help you climax? And speaking of that, I have to ask this question. Do you think that moaning is more like, do people fake it a lot of times or is it more genuine? What do you think?
Okay, so it's two things or 2 or 3 ways. Okay, if a woman is sexually liberated enough and they know what they are getting from the sex, and like you kept saying safe sex, and they've actually been in this relationship for all this long, they have sex, enjoy sex, moan, make all the noise and the sounds that they have to, and go to bed peacefully ever after. The next day, there is this joy in the morning thing on their face, and it goes on and on like that. But if the woman is not liberated enough to understand that enjoying sex is part of, the reason why she was actually brought onto this earth, but then she sees it as a service to just the husband, then it's like she just opened up, And
I'm not
then,
cutting you. If you want to hold that thought, there's a caller on the line called Mohammed. Hi, Mohammed. Let's speak to Mohammed and we'll get right back to you. Hi, Mohammed.
Hey, good evening.
Good evening.
I've really, in fact, I've never watched this show, but then I'm really, really enjoying it. With the aspect of you speaking the true facts about relationship, not necessarily relationship, but marriage, everything. This was supposed to be going on.
Good.
If you just made mention of something, as in, Akuma Mazimbi was making a point, as in, if you don't start from phone call, how can you just get home and start making love? It's never going to work. So I really appreciate that point. I wish you could really emphasize on that again. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And you definitely want to watch Duvet every Thursday at 10 p.m. because we're definitely going to be delving into more topics just for you. Now we have Sam from Tema. Tema, I know you're going to bring it in. What is your contribution tonight?
I really love the topic. I love the topic, and I have a question to ask.
Okay.
Sure.
Yes. When it comes to mourning, what about some of us who stay in a rented house and you are so much interested? You are mourning to the extent that a member will be disturbed.
No.
What about that one?
Okay.
And another one is, I think I like the topic so much, and it's like you're not concluding on one point, and there's so much talking. So I just wanted to work on that one. But please answer my question for me. What about some of us who stay in a rented house? You are mourning to the extent that your name must get or say that there's something going on here. Is there a right thing to do?
Okay, so I'm a landlord, and in the tenancy agreement, there isn't any clause that says that you are not obliged or allowed to mourn. Okay, and it doesn't also go against any law in Ghana that if you live in a compound house or any house, you are not supposed to mourn. The thing with mourning is that just because we have certain detachment when it comes to the subject of sex, we think that no, I don't know where that is coming from. You see, so whilst you are trying to suppress the pleasure, which should actually make you relax and make your relationship live longer, you're actually doing yourself a lot of harm. So maybe you live in a compound house and you moaned, and then your tenant heard you.
Okay.
What would be the worst that will happen?
Okay, all right. I definitely like what you're saying. However, with me, I don't want anyone to hear my husband's moans because I wouldn't want anyone to know what it's like or how much my husband is enjoying it. Now, we have another caller on the line. Caller, what's your name?
Yes, Timothy from Boko.
Okay, welcome. And what is your contribution tonight?
Well, today happened to be the first time watching you.
Wow.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah, I like the program and especially the topic. And I think that mourning is very, very important when it comes to lovemaking. Because if you are with a woman or your partner who doesn't mourn, it look at you, you are even sleeping with a corpse and not a human being. So, in fact, I think it's very, very important. And I can say that when you come to the northern part here, in fact, our women happen to not be romantic at all.
I don't know it.
Yeah. So, mourning is very, very, very important when it comes to lovemaking.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so what I will say is that if you're with a woman and she's not mourning, maybe you can have a conversation with her about it. Find a nice way to go about it to say that that's what you like and that's what you enjoy, and maybe you can try it. Now, we have another call on the line called... Oh, we lost him. Keep the calls coming. The number is right there on the screen. So based on what he's saying that moaning is very important. So do you think that moaning is a deal breaker for sex? Is it a deal breaker, would you say?
It is. It is, and it empowers everybody. It inspires. It makes you want to keep to the same person.
Okay.
For me, if you are not active in audibly sounds and stuff like that, I'm looking for someone who will let me feel, Super Mario and then enjoy sex with them. So any woman or lady that is listening and watching, rebel against those quiet, orgasms and express yourself. Because, Charlie, I mean, we are like 60% or 70% water. Into home you should make the sounds and let us enjoy ourselves.
Miss AMZ, let me ask you this. So in regards to what he's saying, would you say that when you're moaning, it makes your partner, it makes the man feel like he's doing a good job?
Oh, yeah.
Makes him feel like a superhero?
Yeah, it gives him energy. But it can be controlled. What I'm saying about the screaming, it can be controlled. I know, you see, that's what I'm saying. You have to steady your partner during the intimacy. So there's this couple that when it's going to start, then the man will say, hey, it won't pass. And the man so he has studied the wife and knows that when she's going to start laughing, and giving warning, it can be controlled.
And
that is why I always advise people, you need a lot of pillows in the room. Not the two huge ones. Yeah. So that when she's coming, you just you tell her.
That would be a way to suppress it. And people are already suppressing it naturally. And I think that is wrong.
No, compound house. We are talking about compound house.
What is wrong with compound house?
Why should your lovemaking disturb somebody?
It's not disturbances.
Look, speaking of lovemaking and neighbors, Philly Mommy says the neighbors should just deal with it. Feel free, yo. Is it your moan? Is it your moan? Is it your moan? It is not your moan. Feel free and enjoy your moan. I'm absolutely loving the comments. Anastasia says whether they hear you moan or not, they know that you do the do, and she's absolutely right. Anastasia also says, Mr. Caller, are the men romantic? You said that the women in the north are not romantic. Are the men romantic? That is why communication is always good. Philly Mama says, oh, Ransford, we are water. Let it listen, I am with it. I am all about flowing. I am all about enjoying yourself. Let it flow, ladies.
I have an article.
It flow.
I have an article for publication, but I don't know which portal to give. Squirt for health. Because, there are so many systems people don't know.
Listen, squirting is like catching the Holy Ghost.
Oh, my.
If you ever get to experience it.
You know it, right?
It is like the Holy Ghost.
Clear your lymph system.
It is really good. It clears out your whole system. And you'll be happy after.
What happened to me? What has happened to me? The feeling is just good.
If you can get one squirt a week, trust me, it will be a blessed, amazing.
I can give you two.
Two. I don't know if I can handle two. I might be too happy if I have two squirts.
Yes, but you have to be too happy so that there wouldn't be any depression. Currently the economic situation is very depressing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
now
this
you know what?
This is the time you should have more good sex,
Okay. Okay, to help with the depression, right?
Okay. And then it will bring out your beauty. You see, good lovemaking brings out your beauty.
Yeah.
All right? You will not grow old.
Okay.
Because you have the stress is off. You move so happily.
Yeah.
You are nice with everybody.
Yes.
A lot of women are actually depressed because they are not having it in their bedroom.
I
say, so
we're going to speak to Gifty on that, and we're going to have more topics. This is why you need to stay tuned to Duvet every Thursday at 10 p.m. because we bring you the juice, the spice, everything you need to have it going on in your bedroom. Okay, now last words. Do you have any last words for them out there, Ransford?
Oh, okay. In general, right? Repel those quiet orgasms that you keep having. Because sometimes the gentleman is unable to tell whether he's good or bad. Okay? Until he finds someone who actually, reacts to his action. Every action requires a reaction. So After all the foreplay, the kissing and everything, and you're not reacting to it, it's insulting. It kills their ego. You know, it's not as if their ego is up there, but a little and then mention of the name, I'm coming. They are all so good, okay? And I bet you, I mean, your next door neighbor wouldn't hear that.
No.
I mean, you got money here now, or next door neighbor. Express yourself. Really?
Or even turn the music up.
Exactly. I was going to mention that
just turn the music up or the movie up, you know?
You know? So, women are like more than the men. And the depressive moments is too high. Everybody's complaining. Massage is a way to know yourself. If you don't know yourself and you don't know how you want to be touched, loved, fucked, you know, then it's difficult for the man to discover itself because you wouldn't even, you don't even know to even tell, you know. So, you know, use this touch-based therapies. I'm not saying come to me. Find out how you respond to stimuli so that during the foreplay, you enjoy it even before the actual act, because there are phases in sex, the desire, arousal, the climaxing before the resolution. So into of all these phases, don't worry, you've
don't worry. You've been shaky. We'll let it flow. We'll get some go slow in motion.
That's right.
So, Madam AMZ, any last words for you?
All right. The days are dangerous.
Yeah.
So our advice, as beautiful and handsome as you are, try and keep yourself for that beautiful man, that beautiful woman, because sex is for the married. Okay? So, and there's more pleasure in it.
Yeah.
Okay? Sex is something you need to learn. And as you learn it, you grow on it and know each other better. And let's take hypocrisy out of intimacy. If you enjoy, let your man know, you're a good baby. See, men can be good in sucking of the breast or licking or fingering. Let the person know that I want this one more. So that set your mind that this intimacy, we both need to enjoy. It's not a one-way affair, it's two-way affair.
I like to mention my handles.
Of course you can mention your handles. What's your handle?
Yeah, I'm Massage by Ransford on Instagram.
Okay.
Massage by Ransford.
And what's
Instagram.
yours, Madam AMZ?
Oh, Facebook, Akuma Mazimbi. Instagram, Akuma Mazimbi. And Twitter at Akuma.
Oh, Twitter.
Yes, of course, she has to be. I'm Yazzie Singari. You can find me on all social media at Yazzie Singari. And I'm watching all the comments. It's unfortunate the show is over, but we did stream on Facebook. So feel free to go back and rewatch it. And we are back next Thursday at 10 p.m. with another spicy, sexy topic just for you. Till then, you can also catch the repeat on Saturday. Look at how much we love you. You can catch it again on Saturday. And myself, Yazzie Singari, and my toast lady.
Oh my God. Happy Mother's Day to every woman watching us in advance. We love you.
Of course. And you know, you're able to be a mother after you do the do. That's why you need to watch Duvet. You can also catch myself, Yazzie Singari, and my toast ladies every Tuesday at 9 p.m. right here on GHOne TV. And don't forget that whilst you're rocking the boat and you're doing the motion, add some go slow to it. Have a good night.
GHOne TV, your best experience.